Just like the same way they announced local government autonomy as far back as February 2024 and up to this moment, there is no local government autonomy anywhere, right? So Kolu and in fact, there is this part that I was actually going to also add before we, continue, right? Anyway, Kolu and his gang are the only perfect people that will lie to you, right? Probably try to kill you. And if you probably don't, if you don't die, then they will say, you see, it's not a bad thing. Look at you, you didn't die. And if you died, you say, well, we didn't know that you couldn't withstand it. To them, right, they could lead you into making you believe that it's all right. Yeah. So the tax law, they told people that if you are earning 70,000 naira, right? In fact, hang on. If you are earning anything below 800,000 naira, you won't pay tax, right? And if you earn a bit over 800,000 naira, so it is that extra that they are going to tax. Now, if you multiply their 70,000 naira minimum wage, which in itself is just called minimum wage, for whatever level that they pay that for, right? It's still going to be around maybe, if they pay, it's going to be around maybe 80,000 or 85,000 or something. So eventually you are going to earn over, 800,000. So you're going to pay tax. Their VAT has been increased. This one is the consumption tax. If you buy something and they tell even if you buy petrol, there's a consumption tax on it, VAT. As you are buying your petrol, that you're buying a liter for 900 naira or 950 naira, you are paying a VAT on that. If you buy bottled water, you're paying a VAT on that. And the percentage of that VAT used to be 3.5% when these rogues took over. Today, it's over, it is a 7.5%, and they intend to increase it to 10% by January 2. So they removed subsidy, and now, Baba, they were going to charge you for even buying the fuel. Remember before they came in, right? Subsidy was called a scam. They built on that scam, made so much money and wrecked the country for that. So now they removed it. They are still wrecking the country. They are not done. Their IMF partners have told them to go and impose a 5% tax. Hang on, no, it is part of the tax law. You probably didn't read that part. They said that it's always been there. Nobody really used it. Now, Tinubu and his gang will start using it from January. If you buy 1 liter of petrol, for example, let's say it is 800 naira. Now, 5% of 800 naira is somewhere around 40 naira. Yeah. So let's say 40 naira. So that means if you buy a liter of petrol for 800 naira, they will charge you 840 naira. If you buy 10,000 naira worth of fuel into your car, you would be paying 5% of that, and that would be 400 naira, I think, or 500 naira. What's that? Yeah, 5%, 500 naira. So this is going to go into effect from January, and this is just the beginning. So after the whole meeting, Kolu left for Paris for a 10-day vacation, by the way. So, these are the grown men saying goodbye to him, waving. Some said that if they fail to wave, right, once Kolu lands in France, they will begin the process of probably removing them or dethroning them and all that. Did you notice that Tinubu doesn't fly his new toy anymore? Yeah, that one at the top right. Have you noticed? Yeah. This will be the second time they are taking it for maintenance. Tinubu bought used aircraft from Shaguri, who processed this, the purchase. Shaguri and Tinubu took 150 million naira to buy a supposed new presidential jet in 2024. 150 billion naira. They bought a used jet. When Obasanjo was your president, it was Obasanjo who bought that particular jet, and he bought it brand new. To the point that when Bokwari was leaving in 2023, the aircraft was said to be about 18 or 19 years old. Still new. Kolu himself, right? He has his own bombardier and another jet, 2 private jets, where the jet is been flying in for a while before he became your president. But greed, selfishness, ego, and what have you, or better still, as the job was to see how much they can probably bleed Nigeria from the word go. Tinubu gave $150 million to buy a supposed brand new private jet, presidential jet, because they said the one Bokwari was flying in, right, was so old. The maintenance fee is too much. And that's why they needed to get a brand new one. But they didn't buy a new one. They bought used jets in Nigeria for $150 million. Today, the jet is no longer in Nigeria. When Tinubu was going to that is Japan and Brazil, it is the same jet they said would kill him if he should keep the jet. It's the same jet that took him to Dubai. It was actually the same jet that brought him back from France the last time. Sometimes I think it was around May. Now, it was the same jet because the moment he flew to France, that time when we saw him in London, like this gunk, old, what have you, right? So from that moment, right, Tinubu left the jet in France for the second time. So when they took the delivery of this his new jet last year, Tinubu returned it back that same year. He returned it back around September or October. Guess what? The last time he was in France, I think it was May. That'll be the second time. And since that time, the aircraft has been away for maintenance again. Brand new jet. And the one they said that would kill him, right, is that one you saw in that video or in that picture. It's no longer killing him. It is money laundering. They've done it. And the moment they no longer have that power, right, you will realize what these guys have done to that contraption. Lie. It's unbelievable, honestly speaking. If you see Tinubu's bombardier, I don't know how many of you have seen that. You can Google it. God knows where they packed it right now. It's like it's not as big as the Trump, what do you call it, the Trump one. No. But I was like, he's got his own private jet. Somebody like that, still duped his own poorest country of $150 million to buy a 14-year-old jet. That's how much. Now it's actually like probably 16 years now. And the one he rejected is maybe 21 years now. Huh? Right. Let us, talking about security or insecurity. The Zamfara governor is called Dauda Lawal. So the guy has been speaking. Anyway, this is not the first time. He came out a few times to say if he had the same power or kind of like control over the security, it would end banditry, terrorism in his states within 2 weeks. Because according to him, in his latest release, he said they know where these terrorists live. We know them. On my phone, we can track them. We can see their movement and everything. That there was a time they went to Shinkafi, a local government area in that Zamfara. And, they said they led the Nigerian army to what was supposed to be a covert operation to neutralize this building terror gang. And on the way, they got a call that told them that they have to go back. They couldn't do anything because without the order from Abuja, they can't act. They will be charged with this or that. What do you mean? Tell them we are here. The governor is around as well. We are all here on this operation. Said no. They told us to go back. That's what the governor said. In Nausa, I'll put some I'll put some subtitle in the comments. But if you understand Hausa, you can help my viewers. I mean, like, just drop your own interpretation, your own subtitle in the comment. I'll see it. Here, the Zamfara governor.
Amma duk da haka sai fa abin da aka ce Abuja su saboda zan gaya maka wallahi billahi akwai lokacin da sai na zubar da hawaye dan ga abubuwa ina gani cewa mutane ya kamata su kai wa mutane dauki amma ba za su ba sai sun jira daga Abuja ba ci irin na'urori da na sa wanda bari gaya maka wallahi billahi duk inda wani dan bindiga yake yawo in ya fita na san a wannan zai inda maka koyo duk inda suka fita muna kallon su mun san babu san amma ba yadda za yau da ni mai ba da umarni wallahi ina gaya muku ba za a yi wata biyu ba za mu samu ƙarshen wannan bacin haka bacin askarawa da na ɗauka na je na ɗauko maharba daga Yobe da Maiduguri yanzu haka ina da su fiye da 2000 da nake biya na ba su motoci na sai sabbin bindigogi da makamantansu akwai lokacin da suka fara faɗa nan sun shiga Shinkafi wallahi billahi ina nan zaune a kira su cewa dole su sa ta sai irin abubuwan da muke fuskanta kenan amma duk da haka wallahi tallahi mun dogara da Allah mun yadda shi yake kuma ba za mu fasa abubuwan da muke ba don mu tabbatar da cewa an samu zaman lafiya a wannan jihar kuma abin da kullum ke tambaya shi ne cewa shin mutanen nan da suke kashe talaka mai talaka yi maka menene dalilin za ka shi talakan nan yana neman abincin da zai ci da safe ko da rana wani su da yake cin abinci ka je ka same shi ka ɗauke shi ko ka kashe shi ka kone gidan shi ka kone abincin shi me ya maka na faɗa akan cewa inda an masu zalunci ni na yadda me suke so shin makaranta suke so zan gina musu makaranta ruwan sha suke so zan ba su ruwan sha asibiti suke so zan ba su asibiti duk me mu zama lafiya wallahi billahi na gaya maka in yau ni ne nake da yancin zan ba su umarni su ne Allah na baka sati 2 za mu gama wannan yaki to amma ina ƙara ba al'umma hakuri. Na sani har ga Allah wallahi babu abin da ba na yi don mu samu sauƙin tsaro a wannan jihar. Kuma ko kai ka san yanzu duk da waɗannan ƙalubalen da muke fuskanta yau ɗin nan ka duba fiye da da yadda ake kashe mutane da a cikin jihar nan abin ya rage, sai dai da yawa ana yin shi ne don siyasa. Wani wurin ma ba a yi ba za a ce amma ba su sani ba suna yana jihar illa. An siyasantar da tsaro, amma fata na shi ne kamar da ke roƙon Allah duk wanda yake da hannu a cikin wannan matsala ta tsaro ko yake jin daɗi ko yake siyasantar da shi, ubangiji Allah ka kaskanta shi, Allah ka tuna mashi asiri, Allah ka nuna mashi kan tunan nuna. In mulki yake nema ubangiji Allah ka gaba shi. In
So what he was saying there is just his personal experience as the governor of the state. The APC, they have told him to stop politicizing the insecurity. But let me give you background story about Zamfara. You know, until, let's say, until about 14, 15 years ago, right? Zamfara was considered as one of the agrarian states in Nigeria. The poor state, civil servant and farmer state is called. Then they had a governor called Yari. So that Yari, a very, very vicious criminal, is the senator right now. And he's the one leading Tinubu's what have you in the state, because you have to be a criminal though, right? So when that Yari became their governor, or was their governor, he discovered that Zamfara has got this rare earth minerals or something. You know, those solid minerals that are just not rampant anywhere, right? Then he decided to corner it to himself. In the process, Yari put together his own group of terrorists. And their job is to displace people, take over this and make the mining site out of them. But right before my very eyes in the last 10 years, you feel me? In the last 10 years, I have seen the young people, armed criminals, turned farmlands to mine site. I've been a mining site. They were killing farmers. The insecurity in Zamfara state skyrocketed. Then another guy succeeded him. His name is Batawale. Now, Batawale that succeeded Yari is from the state, right? He knew what was going on in their state. He knew their own outgoing governor is a criminal. But somehow he became the governor, right? So becoming the governor, well, he just opened his own shop in order to cover it, to make it look legit. Batawale started asking the terrorists to bring the gold they find to him if they want immunity or immunity from arrest and prosecution. And within the space of 2 years, Yari, like Zirika and others, right? They decided to make their scam a national scam so that they could receive Boko Haram's protection as they smuggle out this blood gold. Batawale displayed bars of gold, and they were called Zamfara gold. And under the cover of Zamfara gold, they took all the gold to Dubai Ask Zamfara people today. That your gold that Patawale displayed, the blood or the bloody gold that he displayed at the time, where they slaughtered farmers to take over their farms, looking for all of this stuff. If you ask the Zamfarans today that how much is the worth of that your gold they saved for you in Dubai by Patawale,